Hello, Sugar Pies. Happy Sunday to you. So I am sitting here. I'm actually in New Braunfels. I'm at the Target in New Braunfels. It's at the Canyon Lake exit. I'm guessing it's considered New Braunfels. I guess so. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. But anyway, I don't know if you can see that little Target emblem right there, which that is the front of the store. I'm in the parking lot. I have to share this experience with you guys. I basically ran into Target to pick up a bag full of things, just hygiene, just stuff. It was one of those must-needs runs. It wasn't the fun run. So the store was pretty busy, typical for a Sunday evening, I guess. And when I was approaching the register, I kind of looked and I thought, which I have this thought very often, and I'm going to say this because if Target should ever listen to this video, any of the corporate people or whoever, make decisions in this big realm of corporate world of stores, or, I mean, not just for Target, but for any store. But I think when stores went to the extreme of being like big, like having what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but you know what I'm saying. Like every store now it's a superstore, or it's this, and they sell this and they sell that. This Target is one of those. It's, I guess, a super Target. I think that's the word I want to use, but it doesn't really have super Target on its label, so maybe it's not super Target. I don't know, but the Targets that have like a food section and all this stuff. Well, this one has like quite a bit of food items in it. And but they have all these registers now, and you kind of go like, okay, you have 20 registers and you have 5 people working. I don't really get the concept behind that. I don't know if stores, I don't know, like, I mean, they open these stores with the intent, I guess, to maybe utilize all the registers, but 9 times out of 10 they don't. And so I often find that it's just a pet peeve of mine. I get very agitated. So I had looked up and I saw, like, I want to say 4, maybe 5 lanes open, and every line had like several people in them. I'm generally a patient person, so I don't really get impatient to the point where I'm showing it on the outside, but I may get impatient on the inside, I won't lie. So anyway, I looked up and I thought, oh gosh, I'll just pick a line because they're all full. And I got into the line, and I really didn't, I'm going to be very honest with you, I did not pay attention to see if the light was on the line that I pulled into or walked into or not. I want to say that it was on, but if I had to bet my life on it, I would be afraid to bet because I really don't know. I just remember kind of taking a view of all the 4 or 5 lanes that were open, and that noticing that they were all full, and I thought, I'm just gonna pick one. So, but the young gentleman that was waiting on me, he, I guess, had other things to do today, and so I was listening to him gripe to the lady that was in front of me. He was saying, talking about people when they get in line and the light is off, and he's like, but they when it's the other way around, like you're opening the lane, they come over there, they notice the light then, but they don't notice the light when you're turning the light off at the end of your, like when you're closing your lane down. So he's excuse me, he's saying all this stuff to the lady, and I don't know if her interest was really there or not. Honestly, it didn't look like she was very interested in anything he had to say, but I was observing and taking it all in, and mainly because at that point I started thinking, oh my gosh, should I get in this line after the light was off? Or because I felt like he was trying to get a point across. So then I said to myself, well, if it was off, I apologize. I'm saying this to myself. I'm thinking, I said, but I really don't know if it was on or off. Well, then, lo and behold, a manager comes up and had asked him if he would stay an extra 10 minutes until someone came back. I don't know, maybe from break or the restroom or who knows what. But, and his answer was, I gotta go, bro. And my first thought was, okay, 10 minutes? He didn't ask you to stay an hour. He asked you to stay 10 minutes. So I was thinking to myself, wow, this kid's really got like a bad attitude today. And then he told the lady, because he had not yet started waiting on me, that he needed to, his parents was expecting him at home by 5. And so let's see what time it is. It's 4:48 at the present time. Don't know where he lives, but hey, I've been talking for 5 minutes. I was in there talking to the manager, which is where we're going with the story. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if 10 minutes would have really hurt him all that much. So I'm thinking to myself, wow. And he waits on me, and he wasn't rude to me or anything. I'm not going to say that. I mean, he wasn't like, I guess rude. He wasn't. But I've had to listen to him not really feeling like he needed to be at work, the whole, basically, like, the lights off and blah, blah, blah. So then, when he finished ringing me up, I paid, and he basically jetted. Like, I didn't know where my bag was. I didn't know, granted, the bag is going to be on the little spot, like right there, but like, he literally jetted. Like, he put my stuff in the bag and he was gone. And I just thought, wow, and I saw the manager over there looking in the back, like from a side, and I'm thinking to myself, does he see what's going on? And there was that part of me on the inside where I was thinking, well, he wasn't really rude, and maybe you were there after the light came off, and if you were, then you were in the wrong. So I just I went back and forth contemplating, do I say something? Do I not say anything? And I don't know, I just took a deep breath and said, you know what, I'm gonna say something. So I put my basket away and I walked over to the manager, and I think he knew I was coming by what he said to me once I got over there. And he said, did he just walk away from you? And I had to answer him honestly, and I said, yes, he did. And I said, I kind of contemplated back and forth on what to say and if I should or whatever. But basically, the young man griped and complained about some people walking up after the lights off. I don't know if I walked up after the light was on or off, blah, blah, blah. I told him that story. The manager apologized. I mean, just a sincere apology. He said he was the front end manager, and I am going to give a shout out right now to a young man named William, front end manager at the New Braunfels not Walmart. Oh my God, y'all. I'm so sorry, Target. At the New Braunfels Target. I'm definitely going to give a shout out to William. He is doing an exceptional job. I mean, I just don't even know where to begin. I mean, I was so like blown away. So he apologized, and then I said, we said a little things back and forth, and then he said, he really needs to apologize to you. Now, I've never had a manager ever call a person out in lieu of customer service right in front of me. One other time I think I did. I think this was when a person said something really rude, and the manager called the person out, because I think what happened was the manager actually heard the employees do it. But in this case, I mean, this was strictly him taking my word for it, but I think because he had seen that I was actually walking away from the register and he was gone, that he he knew something was up. So anyway, he made the young man, he asked me if I would wait, and he made the young man apologize. And initially he apologized, but of course he had no idea what he was apologizing for. So I said, do you even know what you're apologizing to me for? And he did not. He had no clue. And I explained to him, I said, well, basically told him what had happened. And I said, and allow me to apologize to you. If I walked up to your line and your light was off, I do apologize, because honestly, I did not pay attention. I usually do, but today I honestly don't know if I did or not. And he was like, oh no, ma'am. And he was like, and then I just kind of explained to him as a parent that if my son came home and said, hey mom, I had to work 10 minutes late, or, I know he's got a cell phone, so call his mom when he's walking out the store, mom, I just stayed 10 minutes late, so I'm going to get home as soon as I can. I don't know of a parent that would be like, well, get you in trouble, or a parent that would be upset about it. I don't know his home environment, and maybe it is a situation where he needed to be home at 5. I don't know. But I just explained to him that, from the customer's perspective, that wasn't what I needed to hear. And then when he finished my transaction and just literally walked away, how from a customer's perspective that did not look good, and how you know, better to improve himself, ways to improve himself in the near future. I just, again, I can't say enough about a manager that would literally put an employee on the spot like that, because I guess, like he said, he's teaching by example, and he doesn't ever want a customer to ever come in that store that spend their hard-earned money and feel like they were not getting the best customer service. So kudos to William. And I don't know, like I said, if anybody from the Target corporate office, I don't know how all that works for Target, but I will tell you guys, William in the New Braunfels store is an exceptional front-end manager. He's doing a very good job. And while I was feeling bad, I did not want to embarrass the young man, but I do feel that the younger generation today, because of all the social media that they deal with, they are not very good with people one-on-one. So we as adults do have to work together to try to get them into that mode to where they do know how to present themselves in front of customers, how to speak, how to be polite. So I think he's a good person for that. I really do. I mean, he was just really awesome. He shook my hand at the end, asked me my name, and said that if I ever was inside Target and ever needed anything ever again, please don't hesitate to come to him, and he would be more than happy to assist me, even if it meant giving me a discount on something. So I was like, wow. Not that I was doing any of that. I don't even know how they could do that, but you know, whatever. But anyway, I just needed to share this with you guys. I just had to give a shout out to this Target. I mean, I just, you know, I don't know. It was just great to see something like that. It just really made my day. And to the young man, which I did not get his name, which is not important because I would never want to embarrass him or anything, but I hope he took this as a learning experience. And if he is in a situation where his parents were going to be so upset for him coming home a little bit late, I feel so bad for that situation. I really don't feel like it was that type of a situation. I think he was just a kid that wanted to go home. So, but yeah, so anyway, I just needed to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And once you subscribe to my channel, make sure you hit that little bell that's to the right of the subscription button. That bell will allow you to be notified each and every time I do a video. And if you actually enjoyed this video today, make a comment below. Just let me know how you felt about what I said in this video. Let me know any of your experiences that you may have had with Target or any other store as far as that go. I'd like to hear from you. I do believe in giving props where props are due. I'm not one of those people that like to just get on and talk about the bad stuff. This was a semi-bad situation, and how it was turned around by an awesome manager. So anyway, don't forget to thumbs it up, and I will see you guys in my very next video. Mwah.